I think when you start to gain an understanding of the principles and deepen that, it applies to everything, on every level. You can see it everywhere, in every relation. In my own relationship, that's completely different. My relationship with my kids is different. My relationship with my mother's different. All of it. Almost without doing anything, because I suppose when you see it differently, you just don't see it the way you did. So you can't be how you were, apart from the moments when you forget.
Do you even find that once you've seen it, once you've had an insight about something, do you forget that insight? I don't tend to forget that insight. If I have some thinking later on, it's kind of in a different area or a different way, or although some of the stuff I have is like habitual, I suppose.
Do you mean forget the thinking as in sorry, forgetting the insight, what it was that you saw, the insight that came to you? Because for me, I find that I often can't remember what the insight was, quite clearly. And it's almost like I have a new way of being in the world, and the old way of being has gone, so it's not relevant. So sometimes I hardly can remember. Makes no sense. And maybe it's because I've realised I don't have to remember it. I don't have to remember what the insight was, because how I'm living now is from a different place. Through gaining that insight, whatever it was, I don't need to remember what it was. There's odd times where I always, I do remember them. I've had several moments listening to Michael Neal that have been very powerful, where I've seen, it's been huge. But I think the thing with insights is they can be very small and subtle, or ones that just smack you in the face. Some you remember, some you don't. But whichever they are, you live differently because you see life differently.
Does that make life an ever-moving feast?
What do you mean?
Do you live life very differently now to the way you did?
Oh God, yeah. I would say most of the time, yeah. Imagine, how can you not, when you suddenly go from seeing the world as being outside in, those people out there, those situations out there, those incidents affect me, to understanding that it's only ever my thinking about those incidents, about those people, that affect me. So it was always going to change your life completely, change how you live completely. It's from a much more peaceful place I live now. I'm much more able to be open to other possibilities, because I'm not held in place by my limiting thinking, my just my little way of seeing the world. Because I know I'm creating it through my thought, I can create as big or as small as I want. I can create it as fantastic or as scary as I want.
So you still see a lot of contrast in life?
Yes and no. Because for me the contrasts, the real extremes of emotions that I go through, and now I know that's just my thinking anyway. Whether I'm in a high quality place, high quality mind place, or low quality. So it's not maybe it isn't about the contrast in the world. Maybe it's more than that. Maybe just what's happening is just what's happening. The contrast only occurs in how I think about it.